Hi, this is Lynn Baber. I'm going to give you a little secret, actually it's a big secret, to effective horse training. It is something you probably heard about when you were in school, and it's called the scientific method. And if you remember, the scientific method is a manner of experimentation that has everything remain constant, it stays the same, except for one thing, the variable. And that changes, so that when you look at how the result is different than what you had before, you know that any change is attributable to the change in variable. It's the same thing that's true with training horses. If you want to see how well something works or find out where you have a problem, and so you know right where to address an issue, you need to use the scientific method. In other words, do everything exactly the same tack, the same time of day, the same environment, and then change one thing. If your horse gives you a different result, you're going to know that the different result came from what you changed. If you don't get a result, then you know that that variable wasn't significant enough to the horse. This also comes in really handy, and it's important when you get something from your horse you don't want. When your horse has a huge reaction or a negative reaction to something. If there's only one thing that's different from what you did before, you know precisely what it is that caused the problem. So when you're just riding your horse and you're having fun, don't worry about it. But if you're actually training and you're doing exercises or you're drilling your horse on learning a new skill, change one thing at a time, and then you'll know exactly how your horse responded to it. If you're going to try out a new piece of tack, whether it's a bit or a saddle, different rein setup, different spurs, don't change anything else but one piece of tack or one part of your setup. And that way you'll know how the horse responds to it. If it's good, go for it. Reinforce it, try something else. If it's not good, you know exactly where the problem was. If you change spurs, a bit, an exercise, if you change a saddle, if you change the environment, and your horse blows up, you're not going to have any idea what it was that actually caused the problem. So train your horses so the easiest thing for them to do is what you ask. And when training, change one thing at a time. That way you always know exactly how your horse responded to it, what worked, and what didn't. This is Lynn Baber. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below or ship me an email. I'll always respond to you. I'll see you in the next video.